We've got so many rocks. There's rocks here, there's rocks in here, rocks in here, and even more rocks in here. So today I want to work with agates. But I know it's a lot easier to see what we are dealing with when these are wet. I really think some of these rocks are going to look amazing. Hard to see the beauty of a rock like this, but yeah, we have spotted them sitting on the surface like that because they do stand out in between the normal quartz around. That'll look amazing with those bandings in here. Yeah, there are some nice ones amongst these ones here. To really tell what they're going to look like, I'm going to clean these up and then round off the edges with a saw, have a closer look. Anything fractured, I don't think it's going to work too well, but I might have a few smaller pieces without any fractures in them. And if not, I'm just going to cut up a few bigger ones and get the next lot for the tumbler ready.
Pre-shaping the rocks with a saw reduces the time they have to spend in the tumblers. It can make a difference of several weeks. I tend to close my shirt when working on the saw. The sharp rock chips can hurt. I'll try and use a different finger for guiding the rock next time.
So basically what I'm trying to achieve is, agates are very hard rock. They're hardness 7 on the Mohs scale, so I'm just trying to reduce the time in the tumblers by getting rid of everything that sticks out, because all the tumbler grit is going to do, it's just going to tumble around until the edges are smooth. So I think it's going to work a lot quicker and a lot better if we just help it out a little bit and get rid of anything that's really rough or really standing out, sticking out. Yeah, that way I think we should get a quicker result. I did a bit of research and I read that some people leave their hardness 7 rocks in the tumbler for 2 weeks. So I'm hoping by cutting these edges off, it'll be reduced to 1 week. So it's been 4 days on stage 1 grid, and I have put a mix load in here of agates and also, I don't even know. Let's wash them out and see what we've got. Maybe Clint can do the filming.
I can do that.
Okay, just turn on the hose. Big reveal. There is no coarse grit left, that's why we're emptying it out. Otherwise we'd go for another day.
Oh, some of them look alright.
Yeah.
Definitely need longer.
They do need longer. But maybe not all of them. This one's round. Oh no, it's got a little hole here.
Oh, no.
This one's got a little hole. Oh, this one's cracked. Yeah, these ones I was keen on seeing. The ones with the burnings in there.
A lot of them are cracked, aren't they? They're caught.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, just a bit cracked, unfortunately. See, I should have cut this off. Oh,
Look at that.
that's from our December trip.
Yep, polishes are right, don't it?
Yeah, you got a few of those.
That looks good too.
Yeah, I don't mind this at all. Oh, I don't mind these. Yeah, I might take a couple of them out, but I think the majority of these is going back in. Mixed with a few rough, fresh ones for another round. Yeah, all setup is work in progress. What's this one?
Just a bit of quartz and ironstone.
I like them, but
Like you said, it'd be better if there was less white on those ones.
But yeah, if we leave them in longer, they might grind down a bit.
You see how it looks cracked there, but then it doesn't look like it goes through into the...
No, that's a good one.
Yeah, still needs a bit.
Yeah.
We'll clean them up and throw them back in.
Sounds good. We have found some nice looking opalite, which is common opal, not the colorful and expensive precious opal. But I can imagine that some of these samples are going to look amazing, especially the ones with the moss-like looking dendrites.
It's been a little while that I've sat in this chair here because we've been to Perth in the meantime. The quad got a service, it's got a few things fixed again, so that's very good, it's good to go. And also we bought quite a few things for our rock area here. So we've got proper respirators now, one each. We also bought grit in bulk, so we've got a 5-kilo bucket ready to keep on tumbling. And of course appointments and our shopping we've done. I haven't looked at any rocks for a while, so I'm gonna grab a bucket and go for a walk. I understand that we're pretty lucky as rock hounds and gold prospectors in this area here. We've got a big variety of all sorts of rocks. There's jaspers, there's agates, there's opalite, and of course I forgot to mention BIF, banded iron formation. Can be very noisy on the detectors. It's not very pleasant to detect. It's rough and hard to walk on, but can actually look quite amazing and pretty once cut and polished. Some areas we just find by walking around, going detecting. I mark those spots on my phone and then I come back later on with a bucket. Clint and I are very fortunate to have plenty of shade around the house here, so we haven't been out detecting as much because it's just hard on the body, hard on the mind. Even just sitting in the shade in high temperatures for weeks in a row takes it out of you. But we did take our time setting up our play area. So this is new. Clint installed a sink just here. We've got a shelf here for all our rocks. And also we are running more than 2 tumblers now. Our plan is to have 2 tumblers constantly running with the first stage of grit, the really rough rocks. And then since it takes 3 weeks at least after the first stage for one load to be finished completely, we decided to get more tumblers. So these only do stage 1, and this double barrel here goes on to stage 2. And after that, stage 3 and stage 4 and the polishing process, of course. We struggled a bit to get them going because we ordered them from the States, and I thought I could just use a simple adapter, which wasn't the case. I don't want to recommend that to you because they chew quite a bit electricity as well. So compared to the National Geographic ones, which chew 9 watts each, so really a small amount of electricity, these ones here need a transformer to run them, and we are waiting for a double transformer so we can run another tumbler as well. We'll see how that goes and keep you updated, of course. I'm trying to be patient and wait. We're going to open up those tumblers today and see how the rocks turned out. I'm just waiting for Clint to come back so we can open the tumblers together. It's been a bit of a ritual by now. Sometimes it's even the highlight of our days to open up the tumbler barrel. It is a lot of fun.
This is a lot of fun as well. Looking at a pretty rock before and after cutting it in half.
Now it's going to get exciting.
Wow, this time I remembered to put water in it.
Yeah, that helps. Instead of tumbling it with just the grit for a week.
I did a week with just grit. It didn't really work. Put it back in for another week.
Oh, it's got water in it.
It's got water in, it's a good start. And it looks thicker, so tip it out, see what they look like.
Stage 1 for the first time or the second time?
A few of them have been in a couple of times.
So you might have a couple that...
I might have a few that are ready.
Nice. Ooh.
A bit of a mixture of quartz, agate.
I don't mind rose quartz. That looks nice. Something I'd never pick up in the bush, but after seeing this now, I'm like, yeah, maybe I should.
A bit of opalite. They all need a little bit longer, I think. That looks cool.
It does. With those dendrites.
That one can move on.
Oh, smooth.
Bit of green in it.
Yeah.
That needs a bit more. I don't think that one's going to get any better. I think the black stuff's got all hollows in it.
Mmm. Really nice and smooth.
Holes in that. That one can move on.
Oh.
What that is.
Almost like a conglomerate. Definitely sedimentary, I'd say.
That can move on. Bit longer. Move it on. There's nothing left of that. So they're just
just fillers.
yeah, Look how it's cracked. Rubbish. That's not far off.
Yeah, I like that.
That's no good. Jasper seems easy.
Yes. They're abundant out here and they're easy to tumble. We love them.
Agates look good, but there's that many fractures in them.
And holes.
Like that.
Yeah. What a shame. It would be such a pretty rock, but I still think maybe in stage 1 again it might tumble out, or even give it a little bit of a cut with a saw. But there are really nice bandings in there. And some of these we end up discarding because they turn out to be too holy, too ugly, and they're just taking up space in the tumbler. Well, you want to see as well? I tend to clean this first before it goes all dry and crusty. Ready for the big reveal. I give this a quick scrub just to make sure nothing gets crusted in there. There. That's looking nice already. Whoa. That's a piece of opalite. And this is definitely ready to move on. This is nice and smooth. Doesn't have any bigger holes in it anymore, and I can't feel any cracks either, so bonus. Nice piece of opalite. This one here almost looks like tiger's eye, but I think it's a piece of agate that I found up in the Pilbara. Really pretty. Love the colors on this. A nice clear piece of agate. And yeah, they're all very smooth. I'm surprised. This one has a few smaller dints in here, but interesting looking colors with the orange going through the host rock. And here we've got a piece of biff, banded iron formation. So this is what it can actually look like. Love it. Different colors, different patterns, and just really pretty. But I think because of these, I'm not sure. Uncertain with this one. This might have to go in number 1 again. I love this piece. Unfortunately, it's fractured. What interesting colors and shapes these agates have. Love it. Whoa. Nice and smooth. That's another Pilbara agate here, this one. And it's ready to move on to stage 2. Yeah, not all of these are interesting. Like, I can feel the grooves and the holes in this material here. Not sure what to do with this. This piece here I found in a driveway in town, so I just chucked it in there. Sort of looks like malachite, doesn't it? Oh, the bigger ones, unfortunately, a lot of them have cracks in them and little holes. It'll be hard to tumble that out, I think. Not sure what to do with this one yet. Really pretty pattern in here. Smooth enough it can move on. Yeah, you see, it's a bit of a process to go through all of these one by one. This one just needs longer. I've got the feeling a piece broke off it here. Another rock from the same driveway. Here we've got some carnelian, also round enough. I'll move that on. This one here is so interesting. How pretty the pattern. And smooth and round. Yeah, this is the other one.
I keep looking at these and I'm like, oh yeah, I struggled with the saw on this end here, or yeah, it's funny how you remember these rocks. Yeah, I can see I've got quite a few here that are finished with stage 1. So that's a good sign. Love this one. How pretty is agate with those bandings going through. Hang on. Got one little chip here, one little hole that might tumble out in stage 2. We'll see. Still a bit rough in here. What I put back into the tumbler is actually another new lot of number 1. I've decided to keep the ones that came out of the tumbler for now, and I've added them to the bag of the ones that are ready for stage 2 already, and instead I cut up some opalite just to try some more different rocks. So that's a mix of opalite. I think I put some biff in there and a couple of agates. I hope it all makes sense the way I'm explaining things here. Feel free to give this video a like. It goes a long way for the channel. Stay safe out there, guys. I'll see you next week.